everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be discussing everything crochet, my favorite topic. If you know me, you know I love to talk about crochet, okay? In this video specifically, we're going to be discussing my 2025 summer crochet wish list. We're far enough into summer where I feel like I need to really pump out my crochet projects before the school year starts because I have no time when the school year starts. These are the most recent projects that I've pinned on my Pinterest just because I get bored at night and I scroll on Pinterest and listen to music. It's like the best thing ever. A lot of the stuff that I've pinned recently has been crochet, so I was like, why not make this video? So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. I have a lot to say. Okay, this microphone definitely does not work, but just for dramatic effect, we're gonna keep it in the video. So I'm gonna go in two different categories. I'm gonna do clothing and then I'm gonna do accessories. So our first category is clothing, and I'm gonna start strong with this really adorable cardigan. Now this does look knit, which is also another thing I want to try out because I tried knitting a year ago and I could just never wrap my head around it. It was just such a weird concept, I don't know, but maybe in the future look out for some videos where I teach myself how to knit and the process of that because I really do like the way it looks. But this cardigan I think is really adorable. I've always loved cardigans that tie in the front, and I also feel like having a neutral cardigan for the fall time or even the winter is top tier because a lot of the basics that I own are already neutral colored, so if you put this on top, I think it would eat. And also, even though I do not knit, I feel like there is a stitch out there. If I can find the name, I'll put it up on the screen. But there is a stitch that makes it look like you're knitting, so maybe I could use that. And I really also like the use of thicker, fluffier yarns. I feel like they're really fun to play with, and it also does not take as long when you use thicker yarn. Okay, so next up on our list, I have this cute little bolero shrug thing. I've attempted to make a bolero 5 times in my crochet journey, and I swear I just never finish any of them. I feel like I lose motivation halfway through when I get one sleeve and I'm like, what if I just went outside and just had one sleeve done, one sleeve unfinished, you know, giving high fashion. But then I realized that that's ridiculous and I never finish it. But I think I would love a bolero more and I would finish it earlier if it was like this. If it was a scrap yarn kind of looking thing where there's different textures, colors, you know, of yarn that you use throughout the project. I feel like it looks a lot more interesting, and I feel like it would be a lot more interesting to crochet because boleros, to me, when you crochet them, they're very boring. You're doing kind of the same thing over and over again, which I guess a lot of tops are like that. I don't know, there's something about a bolero that just, I can never finish them. I don't even know. I literally have one right now I can show you guys that I've given up on. Okay guys, I found the evidence. This is the bolero that I was crocheting recently with this really cute baby pink yarn. I actually got this yarn from the thrift store, if you're wondering. That is the company of yarn. I've never heard it before, but it was $3, so of course I grabbed it. But yeah, maybe I'll finish that, who knows. My motivation will probably be the school year starting. Okay, next up we have this blue and white striped poncho. I've always wanted to crochet a poncho. I don't know what it is about them. They just give artsy, cute, quirky art teacher. I don't know, I kind of want to give that vibe. And I do own a lot of ponchos right now. Some of them are crochet and some of them are kind of just made out of fabric. I love wearing them during the fall and the winter time. It's just so easy, and the outfit planning is so simple because all you need to do is put a basic on underneath and then pair it with some jeans, light or dark wash, and then some boots. You're gonna impress everybody, and you didn't even try. It's so easy. But what I like about this poncho in particular is the actual style and the colors. I've never owned anything in crochet that was white and blue like this. It kind of gives Mamma Mia vibes, and I like that. I don't live anywhere near an ocean. For me to go to the beach right now, I would have to fly thousands and thousands of miles. And again, I think that this is knit as well, but we don't have to tell anybody. We can make it in crochet. Next up, this is kind of less of an actual item of clothing and more of a category of crocheting, but this is the pixel art crochet where you take a pixel art picture and then you take the colors and you go row by row. It's kind of like filet crochet. I filet crocheted a top. It took me forever, but it was so worth it. I love it so much. It's kind of like that, but just that with colors. I just think this style is gorgeous, and I have played around a little bit with it, but it was kind of amateur pixel art, which is still cute for bags and totes and stuff, but I kind of want to do a blanket. I have an album cover example I remember screenshotting, so I'll put it up on the screen too. Or a really oversized sweater. If you guys see me do a Frank Ocean blonde sweater album cover video, do not be surprised because that's been on my wish list for ever since I could remember starting crocheting. That's been on my wish list, so look out for that, y'all. Okay, next up we have these like African flower tops. I recently made a bralette for my mom. It was supposed to be for me originally, but it was too big, so I gave it to my mom. I just think they're gorgeous and I love the pink colorway in them. I like them in every colorway, but pink especially. These would be really good like vacation tops for like going to the beach or just going out of town where it's like really warm outside. From what I remember when I made my mom that bralette, it took me like 4 hours maybe. I remember waking up at like 6 a.m. I was like, why am I up right now? And I tried to go back to sleep, couldn't go back to sleep. So of course I grabbed a hook and some yarn and started crocheting. And within like 3 hours, I had a top. So these are really easy to make. Okay, next up we have this top. This is actually a top I saw in a video. If you guys know who Cameron Kane is, she is like my crochet queen here on YouTube. I love her so much. And she made this top and wore it in a video. And I was like, when she came on screen, it was like, I need that top so bad. It's this like dragonfly, butterfly. I don't know what the pattern is, like flowers maybe, but I love the way it fits and I love the pattern. I don't know what like style of top this is, like what fit it's supposed to be. I don't know what it's called, but I love tops that are like higher on the neck. They're so cute. Okay, next up we have this kind of like, I don't even know how to explain this. It's like a t-shirt, but not a t-shirt. I don't know, but I really like the granny squares on this. I actually have made these granny squares a million times before. If you guys remember back when I crocheted this macrame piece for my dorm wall, it's kind of like those granny squares, but you make like a body portion. I don't even know. You guys can see the picture. Okay, you can see the picture, hopefully, because I'm not good at explaining things, so hopefully you can kind of get a gist of what it looks like. This next like sweater long sleeve, I actually pinned last night. I am obsessed with it. I've seen this stitch and this sweater specifically all over YouTube and Pinterest and Instagram, and I love it so much, but I really like the route that this girl took of putting like the red on the sleeves and like a stripe on the actual sweater itself. I don't know, I kind of want to do one that's like pink because I have really cute pink shoes and I feel like it could match like really well. But I also like the way that she styles it in this picture. It looks like she's wearing a maxi denim skirt, I believe. I have tried to make this sweater in the past and I completely gave up because it was during the school year and I don't even know why I was so delusional to think that I could crochet during the school year. Like, not me thinking I have free time, not me thinking I can do whatever I want. Like, it's not happening. Okay, this next item is kind of like, what are those things called? Like the Snuggies, the Huggies, the cloud cardigan. I've actually had this pinned for a really long time now. And like I said earlier in the video, I really want to start like experimenting with weight of yarn. And this one has like a heavier weight yarn, a thicker yarn. And I just think this would be so cozy because where I live, when it's the winter time, baby, it's not only winter, we're also in Antarctica and it's Christmas and Santa Claus is out to play and we got reindeers delivering mail, little elves are cleaning our kitchens. Like, it's cold and I need something thick to keep me warm. My only issue now with this project is like, what color would I make it in? I kind of want to make it in like cream or white, but I feel like that's boring and I feel like it could get dirty really easily. So I'm like, what? I really like the blush pink in the picture that I found, but I don't know. These are problems that don't really matter, but in my head, they do. Okay, speaking of the queen herself, Miss Cameron Kane, I think this is a pattern that she has on her YouTube channel. I absolutely love this like poncho thing. I don't even know what it's called. I love it so much. I think it's so cute. I really like the colorway that she has in her videos. I kind of want to make mine in like a cute pink colorway. I also don't know how to explain this, but I feel like this project is like curly girl friendly. Like if your hair is curly or coily like mine, I feel like this specific poncho goes really good with curly hair. I don't know why, I just think it looks really cute. Not to say that if you have straight hair it wouldn't look cute, but I just like the way that the curls look with it. It's like a vibe, you know? Next up on the list, we have these tops. I feel like this is a category of tops that I've seen on Pinterest everywhere. The top of the top is like solid double crochet, and then the bottom is this really pretty like stitch, whether it's like flowers or seashells. I think these tops are so pretty, and I've made 2 of them and they're really easy to work up because the top is literally just a rectangle of double crochet, and then the bottom you can like look up on YouTube crochet stitches and a bunch of gorgeous stitches will come up, and you can do it as like a tube top, a tank top, a halter top. There's like so many possibilities. I recommend these tops if you're a beginner in crochet and you want to do like, if this is your first time doing clothes. Alright, we are moving on to accessories, and we're first going to start out with bags because I have a lot of purses and bags that I pinned. First up, we have this 3 granny square bag. I actually had this pinned to make this summer. Like, I really wanted to make it, like it was at the top of my list, and I still haven't made it. I really like the way this looks. I kind of want to make like a smaller one that I can use as like a shoulder bag. There's just something about the shape of these that are so appealing to me, and I feel like they're also really, really easy to make because it's literally just 3 granny squares and then you stitch them together and then you make the straps and you're done. I also just like having like cute bags to go to Barnes & Noble. Romanticizing going book shopping just makes the experience that much better. Okay, this last bag is a lily flower bag. If you know anything about me, if you are my family, friend, whoever, I love lily flowers. They're my favorite. I literally have them tattooed, and trust me, when I saw this on Pinterest, I gasped out loud. Like I audibly gasped. I was like, I need this in my life and I don't have it, so that's an issue. Let's get on to the miscellaneous crochet accessory items. So this first item is a pencil pouch. Pencil pouches are so odd to me because if they're too big, then it kind of looks ridiculous, like I'm pulling a giant pencil pouch out of my bag in class just for one little pencil. But if it's too small, it's like, what's the point of having one? So I really want to make one that's like the perfect size for what I carry in a day. So when I saw this, I was like, this is so cute. I really want to make it in pink. Y'all, I had some spicy ramen earlier. Let's just say that we're fighting right now. Okay, anyways, this next crochet idea is pillowcases, and not just any pillowcases, but this is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. It's like a little house. Next up, we have this little like car hanging pouch thing. I don't know how to describe it, but you guys can see the picture. I thought this was such a smart idea because I'm always like throwing chapsticks and lip liners and little travel size perfumes all over my car, and like I need a designated spot to put all of that stuff in. So I think this is really smart, and I feel like you could play with like colors and patterns and stripes and stuff with it. Okay, next up we have this crochet belt. I'm not really a huge belt person, but for some reason I think crochet belts are so cute. I feel like they give like a boho kind of vibe. Even with this outfit, with this kind of like crochet looking top, I feel like it would be really cute. These would definitely be good for like spicing up any outfit. If you feel like your outfit's like kind of boring and not really giving anything, a crochet belt could fix all your problems. Next project, I know that I couldn't wear it with my natural hair because it would just kind of look kind of funky, but hear me out. When my hair is braided or pressed, I kind of have the yarn right now for this since I had to buy really thin yarn for my filet crochet project. I feel like it looks cuter with thinner yarn because you can go in and make like stitches that look like lace. Next up we have these like dome hats. I don't know how to describe them. That's the best way I could it's the best word I could come up with. And the first one I have is in this like multicolor kind of style, and then the other ones I have are like this mesh stitch, almost mermaid looking style. Either way, I love both of these. Again, I wouldn't wear these with my natural hair, but if it was braided, which I am gonna get my hair braided this month, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, last but not least, we have this like tulip scarf thing. I just love the creativity of this scarf. I would have never thought of this, of the stem like being the scarf and then the flower at the bottom. I think it's so cute. This would also be a great beginner's project if you've never crocheted in your life, because it's literally just like double crochets, really thin for like forever and ever, at least however long that you want it, and then you kind of just figure out a pattern for the flower, which I think would be pretty simple. But I'm definitely keeping this in my little inventory of things to crochet because I think it is adorable, and maybe you can make like little ladybugs to go on it too. Okay guys, that is all for today's video. Also, let me know if you guys want me to make more like crochet vlog content because I really like filming it. Make sure to like this video if you of course liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you guys in my next video.